6:50, back with another upload. Just topics off the cuff, off the top of my head. I see the United States once again, all in the Middle East, all up in their lands, all up in their waterways, all up in their oceans and ports, all up in their inland, in their country for protecting United States interests. Um, so this thing with the Israeli and Hamas conflict is really got them caught up. You know what I'm saying? So, but they had to retaliate against the three soldiers that were unfortunately killed in the overnight drone attack last weekend. Why it took so long for Biden to respond? He said he was going to respond when they respond. The timing of it seems to be in question, and you never want to be perceived weak, and so you have to be harsh in your response, in your you get that 3 soldiers killed in that attack. No one has claimed responsibility that I know of as of yet. That could be a reason being, that could be speculation that they don't want to get the hellfire rain back on them. You know what I'm saying? But intelligence, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how a drone was able to get past the radar towers. That's not my expertise. I heard speculation basically because between the United States, doing what they have to do to try to get their planes out to forward their attack, it just was a glitch in the system, which is not good. Not good at all. Because now you got migrants coming up from the border, crossing the southern border. America is involved with so many different interests in the Middle East. They're there to show support of Israel, of course, and also there to, have, I guess, backdoor or talks in regards to not holding other countries from joining in on this war. But it seems to me that someone can feel that confident to strike a military base in Jordan. Now, why we in Jordan, I don't know. Why we in these different regions of the Middle East, I get it. It's for, past conflicts between Iraq and Iran. And so those are Syria and Iraq and Iran that got hit, I believe. So now we got Syria involved. They've been involved for a minute anyway. So that's what's going on as far as on the breaking world news. News concerning the military and President Biden with these drone attacks on the 3 soldiers that lost their lives last weekend. So that's what's happening on that front. And I suppose there's not going to be, this won't be the last strike that the United States, or assault strikes, target strikes that they're going to do. I think they're scheduled, in their discretion. They'll probably have some other targets mapped out for some airstrikes. So this is where we're at in the world. I mean, it's not funny. But when you sign up for the military, listening to the families of these soldiers, they were all from Georgia. And, their futures were ahead of them, maybe post-military or whatever. or they might have wanted to stay in the military. So, but their parents, one of the young ladies who was unfortunately killed, the parents were saying that she was planning, so she had so many goals and plans. So it's unfortunate, but when you put on a uniform, you make the ultimate sacrifice sometimes, and that's the thing that you have to we all have to kind of come to grips with when that reality happened. Um, that it can be a severe awakening. But anyway, what we got? We got the man. It's about like I think you got the Lakers on. The Lakers and the Knicks. And the Knicks been playing ball, man. I think they won 10 in a row. Julius Randle was out. I know that's a concern, but I don't know. I don't know. The Lakers is under. They're not performing up to par, considering they were at the Western Conference Finals last year, and so they've been inconsistent, and they're gonna have to get their legs under them because they're just kind of hanging around. But at some point, you got to show some type of consistency in winning, and being 500 is just not. It's not where it's at right now. So, but it's a strong West. I mean, you got the Clippers, who's really ascending. Kawhi Leonard is playing great. He's playing some of his best ball that I've seen him play in a while. He seemed very healthy and finally healthy. And so let's hope that he can get through it without any. I don't even want to mention it. Let's hope he can stay healthy and continue to give us these games where he's doing his thing. So, on a different note, Washington Commanders could possibly be on the verge of hiring the offensive coordinator, their new offensive coordinator. Name that popped up is Klff Kingsbury, who many people thought that there was a done deal, him going to the Raiders, but apparently there was some issues in the wordage and verbiage of the contract, and he's able to he's on the market again. He's able to sign or throw his hat back out there. And from what I'm gathering with a lot of these tweets from Adam Chandler, Albert Breer, were saying that Washington is, Klff Kingsbury is a top target for Washington as of right now to become their offensive coordinator. There's a lot of smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire. And why would Klff Kingsbury all of a sudden, what we thought was a done deal in L.A., Las Vegas, he removes his, he walks away from that job. But, he didn't accept the job. So, it looks like, Dan Quinn is really hitting the ground rolling. Well, we have some big names somewhat attached to his offensive coordinator. He has it seemed like a reported list that he's very willing to see what Chip Kelly has to offer and what he's, as you know, Chip Kelly was coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. He had two back-to-back 10-6 record. He had Michael Vick, I think, at the time, Deshaun Jackson, and I believe the kid Reggie Macklin, I believe. And but his personnel, player personnel, he had just too much power, and a lot of the things that he was doing as far as players and stuff, it was just crazy. But he just released some good players, and they got kind of old on him. The ones that he kept. And so he was out of there, and he had 1 year stint in San Francisco, which was a disaster. And I think they had that. I believe they have Kaepernick on the roster, but I think he got hurt. I think this was before or around the time that Kaepernick took a knee. I know he was coming off an injury. He couldn't lift weights. He couldn't throw a football for 6 months. And so that 1 year when he came in, he couldn't. He had a subpar year, underwhelming year, and he didn't play well at all. And I think largely in part because of the shoulder surgery that he had, and not being able to work out and not being able to throw a football for quite some time, like 6 months doing the rehab and stuff. So there you go. And so you have the history, how it panned out with Colin Kaepernick. But that's an interesting development for Washington because, like I said, they were associated with Chip Kelly being willing to get back in the NFL, and now you have Klff Kingsbury, who seems to be the favorite so far. So that's Washington's choice, top choice. So Dan Quinn is not messing around, man. He's trying to get his staff together, and of course he was. I think the gentleman from Dallas, Wilt, or something like that, Coach Wilt. I believe he's a front runner for the defense coordinator position. So we'll see. We'll see how it all develops. I don't like to get too, I like to stay calm. I like to see how it's going to play out, with the reports. But there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of chatter about it. So we'll see how it happens. And I hope my audio was up to par. If it was in and out, I apologize. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel, man. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything. Vanguardian 650. Peace.